Generic greetings and welcome to a new series on kingdoms and castles. Today's beverage is a nice and relaxing chamomile and lemon infusion, and hopefully that is going to be the theme of the series, something that is quite relaxing, slower paced, and honestly just less stressy than a lot of the other games and series that we tend to feature. Normally we're worrying very heavily over very specific carpet placement and micromanaging every nut and bolt, and I didn't want this series to be anything like that. This is just going to be something that we don't really have any objective other than play, enjoy and relax to, and hopefully Kingdoms and Castles can be the catalyst for that and be similar in tone to the recently completed Kingdom 2 Crown series. Either way, without any other delay, let's jump in and start the series. Let's go to new, and we have to select all of our options. As always, I should point out that constructive criticism and feedback is very much welcome. Pop it in the comments, and hopefully I cannot forget about it. Anyway, we'll go over to standard mode. There's not going to be any surprises on this one. It's going to be pretty much standard and fairly down the middle. We're going to rule out the hard mode because that's very against the theme of the series, and I really don't like the no threats one because it's very easy. So we're going to go with the middle one, easy, a good region for a new ruler. I wouldn't class myself as a new ruler because I played the game quite heavily when it first came out, and I've recently been getting back in it when I did a video of that. So, certainly not a new ruler, but a returning ruler. So I know the basics and no expert, but hopefully enough to get past at least the first dragon attack, which is always an advantage. It'll be more of a case of I turn up and go, what's the castle? How'd you build a moat? Why is the bakers on fire? Etc. Anyway, long, lovely summers, short and mild winters, and less raiders and dragons, which if you saw that last one in the window of an estate agent, you would probably want to buy that house. Anyway, let's go to accept, and we need to generate our region. Now, let's just have a couple of randomizations and have a look around. I'm looking for an area that has, obviously, a good growing area, good access to stone and wood, and not really bothered about the precise placement of iron, for example, because it's like a later game resource, or at least I guess it can be. Couple of randomizations here, and we'll zoom out so we can see a bit better, and see it's generating islands, which I'm not opposed to islands, but I actually think it's better in some regard because you can have a more interesting layout, but it also can cause some issues. That's actually not too bad. A nice open area with some forests over here, but sadly growing area not so much. So that doesn't look too bad, but again it sort of goes in here and the access to stone is limited. I mean, we've got stone over here, three stone there. We've got iron over this corner. Is iron anywhere else? I can't see. Oh, in that corner there. And we could, if we wanted to, start here and then build sort of around this way, and there's our growing area in the center, and we do have this sort of inlet here which I quite like. That's actually not too bad, I don't think. Problem is we do have over at this corner, we have, see this den here, that's a wolf den, so that could be a problem. And also later on in the game, access to iron could potentially be a bit of an issue because it's farther away. What I'll do is I'll copy that seed and we'll continue on a couple more randomizations, but I don't want to spend too much around here. That's quite nice because it's got this little lake in the center, but it's also fairly useless. Continuing along here, that's got again nice growing area, good access to the stone and some wood over there, but it's just a little bit more that land is far too bare. That one is split off. I mean, I could change this to, say, just land rather than island, although it does seem to generate these like lakes that go all the way through anyway, so I guess that's just putting it back on random is probably the way forward. I don't know if starting too near the wolf dens, I don't know if that's like a big problem or not. This one doesn't seem to be too bad at all. We have our sort of stone here in the center, three of them in very close proximity. We've got some forests over here, followed by iron on the left, iron on the right in the forest, and then there's the witch's cabin there. Nice growing area there, nice growing area there. So you know what, I think this is going to be it. The only thing is that wood is plentiful, but it's certainly far away. The only thing that we're really missing, I was going to say, is fish, because we can see there's not many around here, but I mean, we could just easily have a little jetty coming along here and having that. You know, we're gonna go with that one, so that's fine. It's called the name of the kingdom, Ocean Breeze. That is actually quite a nice name. We're going to call it generic can. And in terms of the banner, there's only limited options for the banner. However, I recently discovered there is a template for you to create your own. So 7.5 hours of Photoshop later, we do have our own banner. Generic greetings, it's not so bad here. Now, I may have to change the second part of that statement to it is quite bad here, or it's on fire if the dragon attacks and wipes everybody out. But hopefully this will serve as a quite accurate representation. Let's go to accept and we will jump in. So build your keep near fertile land, trees and stone. Iron, stone, 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 and iron and trees up here. So what I'm going to do is we'll have this as our growing area, probably access to the stone there, and we will place our keep, I think, around here. So where's the front of the keep? It is there, and click, and there is our keep. Year 1, congratulations, Generican has grown to a quiet hamlet. Very, very nice indeed. So you can see it is automatically getting built. We can see the scaffolding and that sort of thing in the back there. A little bit of a storage and some people. And there we go, a keep, which is high in fire risk because there's no water around. And we can see that. I'm just going to pause it for a moment. People don't have any homes, and we also have this exclamation mark. So our keep advisors, agriculture, good day sire, we need farms first to feed our workers. Yes, I also agree. City, good day sire, let's begin growing our kingdom with some roads and houses. And military, who is currently asleep. Right, so let's go over to our town and to roads, and we're going to bring a road up to there. And then what we're going to do is unpause it to allow them to crack on building that one. Over to our food, and we have farms. And I want farms pretty much all the way around here. 1, 2... Oh, hang on. Can I only build one farm? I can only build one farm because I am out of wood, sadly. So I'm going to say chop down all of that because it is the closest, and they'll do that. You can see they're building all of the road there as they go along. We do have in here an empty cave can be removed with rock removal. Oh, so it is empty. I think that might be because it's in close proximity to the keep. And there we go. We can see this one is not empty. Wolf den. We'll eat anything that comes near. Oh, except peasants that work as forester can be killed with soldiers because we can't tame them. There we go. So they're working the fields, which is fine. We're going to place a couple more farms around here. You might be noticing I'm setting out in a very specific order, and that's because I wanted to have eventually a windmill in the middle. My lord, 3 people visited, but none would find a home. The city is full. We need more homes. Correct, because we currently don't have any homes, nor Sherlock either, and that was a terrible joke, and I will not say that again. Over to the building here, we've got hovels, cottages, and a manor, and I guess we're probably just going to go with the standard hovel. That's probably makes sense. Let's go to max speed here while the workers crack on. In terms of food, hopefully this will be enough for the small population that we have. You can see it's actually just hit winter, and strangely we don't actually have any homes for the peasants. I'm hoping that we can survive at least 1 or 2 winters without any of that. You can see 5 peasants are homeless. The health is fair. It's just because obviously it's fairly cold, and if they crack on and build all this, at least we'll be able to... What's happening here? City. Try and build housing for people. Well, I am trying to build houses. I'm just worried that they're not actually building anything over there, and I don't know why. Why are they not cutting all of that? I have told them to cut that. I guess it'll be in job priority. Let's have a quick look at that. I didn't expect them to... Let's put that right at the top there. To be... like worrying about all the job priority at this stage, but we'll manage it like so, and you can see they're going to go and cut all of that wood down, and finally we can give them some housing. We'll place houses 1, 2, 3, and each one of these can have 5 villages, so we'll have probably 1 more, and there we go. So there's our homes across there. This is saying that no one's able to build new construction. Yep, that's fine because they've got the homes now. Yep, there we are. So we have unable to improve conditions. No one wants to live in the kingdom. That is correct, but conditions are a lot better than they were because people now have a place to sleep other than outside. Beds is currently 10 at 5 people, so that's all sorted. We'll need probably some more farmers, and also we'll have to focus on I'm thinking a couple of orchards as well. That might be beneficial. Also, a granary would work too, but I think we've just lost some food there because people weren't working there. It took us too long to start the harvest. Some of it was ruined. Yep, that is correct. But hopefully, now that that's been sorted, we can go back to job priority. And actually, the job priority for the farming, for the cutting of the wood, is actually it's low there now. It's not even in existence. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll be a lot more farmers. And we now have another person. So 2 people visited, but only 1 found a satisfactory home. And that's currently going up to 7. That's good. So we've got all of this there. You can see this tile is like a bright green. It's very fertile, ready for agriculture. Whereas where we've got this, it's not so much barren. So I assume you can't. Oh yeah, this fertile, ready for agriculture. That's fertile. So you want obviously the very fertile to get the most yield out of your crops. They're currently picking it up and taking it to here. However, I'm probably going to build a granary at some point. A granary requires some stone though, so we don't have access to a granary at this stage. We could go ahead and start to mine the stone. That would be fairly easy, but I'm just hoping we can get more people. There we go, 4 more residents, which is good, so 11 in total. So we're going to go ahead and go to town and to road, and we're just going to have this road come straight out to about there, and we'll connect that up to, where is it, industry, and we should probably build a couple of foresters as well. But you can see foresters requires stone anyway, so yeah. I'm going to go over to our cutting wood, and then we'll cut some wood just back to about there. Bit of deforestation. This is I believe it's the witch's cottage. You approach the door, the witch seems to be sleeping. I'm not going to knock on the door, because as soon as we talk to them, what generally happens is you then have to start, obviously, giving them some resources. Timber workers I'm going to put down to the bottom there. I want more farmers than anything else, because as you can see, we currently don't have much food at all. Yeah, as soon as you start having a little chat with the witch, she's requesting things off you, which is not a problem. That's okay, but we are not really at that stage that we want to be having to worry about that. So let's go for the rock there, and we can build one on the other side, but we'll probably leave that for now. I'll have to go around actually, so what I'll do is go to there, and that should hopefully be close enough. That also will hopefully be close enough to the town centre. City, they're mostly fine but can do better. Try and examining the house to see what it can improve the conditions. So they're wanting charcoal, which is obvious. Yep, that's fine. Food in the pantry is good, so they're basically wanting some charcoal there. I'll put it up to normal speed, and let's see how they're doing. Looks like the quarry is getting made. Yep, they're actually building that, which is all good. And once they've done that, we may go ahead as well and put one on the other side as well. And that'll give us enough stone to hopefully build, obviously, the other things that we may need. Let's go ahead and go to road then, and we'll go across here and then to there, and then we will place another quarry on the other side. I believe each stone can only support up to 2 quarries. I think that's right, but I might check into that later on. But we only need 2 for the time being anyway. 14 people in the city, which is good. You can see that average home happiness is not great. Oh, sounds like the quarry is now up and running, and yes, indeed, it seems to be up and running. That is good. So you can see it is open. There is no one working on it because they're too busy building and collecting resources. You can see they're coming along with all of these bits of wood here as well that we've just recently got rid of. Once we've got the wood and stone from here, we'll then be able to build a couple of these foresters. Chops and replants trees cannot be too near other foresters, so we'll probably have a road going up here, and then we'll place a forester there, and then a forester over here, just because that would, I think, be probably the right call, although I'm going to let them crack on. In terms of defences and such, we don't have to worry about it at the moment, but we have options for obviously wooden gate and then stone. I'm probably going to forgo the wooden gates and that sort of thing because, quite frankly, we have very readily access to stone here, so that's probably going to be the best way forward. What does we require for a mill? That would be in here, and a windmill requires 25 wood, which we have, 35 stone, which we do not have, but we can get access to, and then finally 15 gold, which we have none of, and we can't currently get any because, well, we don't have the right building, I believe you need a treasure room. Allows you to tax peasants, stores 100 gold. So there you are. For the keep itself, I don't know how much that actually stores. Actually, can we see our banner on the back? We can. There's our banner, which is, as you see, a little bit cut off, which is a shame, but at least that's there. I like that, the fact that it actually is. You can see the banner as you come along. It's not so bad here. No, hopefully it is not. Anyway. So the road's in, they're building this at the back. There's no one quarrying there, but we're trying to get more people. I guess we need access to water, so we should probably place in a well, which also requires stone. Okay, don't think we have the option for that. I'm going to place a... Well, we can do it in one of two ways. We can either assume that we're going to upgrade these to either a cottage or a manor, or I can build a hovel on the other side like that and build them along. I think that's probably what we're going to do, and that's that in there. We'll go over to our town roads. Road will go up and then across, and there we are. I said we're going to build a road to there, and that will also allow us to put, let's say, a forester there and sort that one out. Food seems to be okay. Chance of plague moderate, plague virulence moderate, and life expectancy moderate. Okay, so we need to probably grow some more crops, and probably orchard is the way forward. So we'll probably place an orchard there. Produces fruit based on soil fertility, can't be flooded by heavy rains, which the fields can. So it's probably best to have at least 2 sources of sustenance. We need to get assorted physical nutrients. So see what we can do there. You can see they're all building these homes, which hopefully is about right. We'll place a couple of orchards around here. Orchards, I believe, require a... Is it a produce storage? Yeah, produce storage. Stores fruit. Orchards being fruit to store after harvest. Fruits that can't be stored by the end of winter are lost. So it's important that we get those stored as well. But that does require stone, which nobody's currently working. Obviously, it's based on the job hierarchy, which you can see is in here. Builders, farmers, stockpile workers, and right at the bottom we got quarry workers. But yeah, see, they're all standing around, builders, but they're not actually, sadly, gathering the timber required for the building of this, which is interesting. 4 people visited, but only 1 found a satisfactory home. We have 40 beds, but only 19 people here. Anyway, that's getting built, which is fine. We're also going to probably alter the quarry workers to go in there, and that should be farmers should be further up as well than builders, I think. Peasants are mostly fine. We do better. Yes, we can definitely do better. I think that's a pretty much standing order anyway. 17 wood, which is enough to build an orchard, which I think we will build. I don't think we really need a... That's there would be fine. Probably not going to... Oh, sorry, no one is able to build our new construction. Yes, okay, that's your priority. Builders above farmers then, I guess, because that is I would class as a temporary job. It's like they'll build when there's stuff available. Other than that, they won't bother. Whereas on the farms, they obviously always need to be there and store things. We'll also have some stone now, 12 stone in fact, which is good. So we can build a forester after we clear some more forest, which is a shame that we're clearing all of this, but the whole point of the forester is to replant the forest. So there we go, get that cleared out. I don't know whether or not the cave can be occupied or reoccupied, I guess. We'll have to see about that one. We don't need a stockpile, but we do need a forester, and we're going to place a forester in probably in here, and that's like there, and that's fine. And then this other one will go over to the left, and we'll probably put one over to the right as well. So all of this area will have some foresters there. But at least placing one for now is fine. Once again, it's grow more food that we can store, yes. And no one available to build in the construction. Yeah, we know about that as well. So we probably need then... oh, we've grown to a small village. Congratulations. Start getting a hang of this governing thing. Cool. 26 people. This is good. We don't have a stockpile. I don't think we need one yet. Cottage would be nice. Tavern. You can see there's more stuff accessible now. And we're also getting some stuff for like castle blocks. That's because we've got some stone. But granary. Yeah. Let's get a granary in. I want the entrance to be this side. I don't want it over here. Where do I want the granary? I think this side. Granary there. And on the other side, produce storage. There. And a road going right across like that. You don't need to be connected up. They just need to be within a certain proximity. And, oh, there you go. You can see that this is now... People are automatically picking up the stuff from here. The forester is planting. These trees have recently been planted. And obviously going to remove the others as well, which is excellent. So we have at least jobs there as well. And obviously more people to do all of this. In terms of a windmill, we don't have the stone. And it's mainly the... Well, we need the money for it, which we don't have. I'm going to build another orchard there, and that should hopefully be enough food for this. So we need some charcoal as well. The problem with charcoal is that I think it's quite, like, making the charcoal is quite smelly. So industry, and there's charcoal, produces smoke nearby homes won't like. So what I'm going to do is place probably around here the charcoal, because we'll have charcoal burners there. Well, that's one charcoal burner. And next to it, we probably want a... We actually would like a large stockpile, but we only have access to a small one. Our peasants worry about food in the winter. We must do something about our food supply. Well, I'm guessing it's just simply... Yeah, you can see we've got loads of builders, but no farmers. So farmers and orchardists. Yeah, apparently, but that's above that one. I've never truly liked job priority stuff. I just like when it automatically does it. But well, needs must in here. Either way, we do have... Oh, fire. That's bad. And you can see they're all running to the sea here because we don't have... Oh, dearie me. We didn't have any wells or anything, so they're going to have to grab the water from here. A fire has claimed a farm and another farm, and hopefully we can put the... Can we put the orchard out? I think we can. We've put the orchard out. That's fine. Okay, we'll rebuild those. At least we have saved some of the harvest, but they were focusing on firefighting. You can see the priority for them was to go and do that. So I've ordered the rebuilding of this fire. Sorry, the rebuilding of this farm after the fire, should I say. And I think that's a bit of a lesson to be learned there. Let's go to this well, and we will place a well, probably just opposite, actually. I don't want to place it here. There's actually not a bad place to place it because it's also close to the charcoal place, which if we look on that, it just has I think it always has a very high chance to set on fire. I just think that's the standard procedure for it. But there you are. 6 people visited, but only 4 had satisfactory homes. But that's 40 people that we have there. That's good. Try building nice large houses. Yeah, we'll try and do that. And worry about food for the winter. Well, they should be worried about food for the winter because we didn't really have many. But they'll have much food. But there you go. There's some apples, 26 apples, and loads of stuff around there. Let's go over to a treasure room and allows us to tax peasants. And I'm going to place it... I would like to place it on there, but actually, can we... Is there anything anywhere else we can place it? I think we'll place it on this side, a treasure room. Where's the entrance? I guess that would be the entrance. So we'll place it there, and that allows us to tax them. Oh, and you can also see that this is now changed. Now our banners go on the front. So that's good that we've done that. So 2 orchards. We've got a couple of farms there. And we're going to put tax rate up to 10%, which will decrease their happiness, but at least it'll give us some money to then obviously build better things. We probably need a market, although I think small market, yeah, every game requires stuff that we don't have. There's loads of things like churches and libraries. All this will come later on. Well, we've already got cottage. No, a tavern would be nice for them. Do we need a tavern? No. Do we want a tavern? Yes, we do want a tavern. I think, though, some cottages. I'm going to place a cottage there and a cottage there, and then we will road around like that. I may be overdoing roads, that is certainly possible. I want to build this out by 3 to there and 3 to there. I'll get that chopped because I want to put the other foresters on the side. We'll probably have this outside. I'll have to put a gate across there, but we shall see. There's more people found a home because of this thing. And we can see that we do have some charcoal, which is good. These do have access to... No, they don't have access to charcoal, sadly. Not enough workers, not fully staffed. Well, we just need more workers, which I think is the main thing with this game. That you just need more workers pretty much all the time. Yeah, it looks like that is now in this treasury here. No place to store their stone. Workers halted. Okay, right. And it says the peasants are starving, but we are generating a decent amount of food, I think. I guess we could build another farm, but that's 103 food. That should be more than enough. What I'll do is, over on this side, I'm going to build a small stockpile here to store that stuff, which hopefully will be fine. Another road there. And let's just check the industry, forester. Foresters can go along here. So I'm going to place the foresters back there and back there, away from each other so they don't get in each other's way. But that should hopefully provide a nice, decent, plentiful and renewable source of timber for the town. But I think we will leave it there for now. That's been the first episode. A little bit more micromanaging with the job stuff than I would have thought, but we do have some nice houses. We have a couple of orchards. We have good storage for that. Starting to generate charcoal, at least when we have enough people, and hopefully we can crack on in the next episode and probably level up these houses. Probably going to get rid of these houses and build the better ones, which is the cottages, and then maybe even to the manor later on. We also do want to get a tavern at some point, and certainly a windmill. Or we actually have access to that now, so I will place a windmill in, and let's have it facing that direction, and that is our windmill, which I believe increases the productivity of that. It says improves productivity of farms adjacent, does not affect orchards. So there you are. Maybe another farm is in order. We'll place some fields around there and around here as well with another windmill. It says adjacent, so there. We can also place one there if we want to and build around. Haven't yet decided. We'll see, as always, in the subsequent episodes how we get on with that one. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed this one. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.